Hi everyone, this is Fi, and I'm about to run through Project Wingman, and this is Alpha Test 4 Update 1, or other words, version 0.2.10. This is as you can tell, an alpha version of a game in development, and I have tested a couple of earlier versions of this. One was several months ago, and then one was just a few weeks ago, I believe. So I'm not completely unfamiliar, but I haven't spent an extensive amount of time in either version either. So I just want to give this try a shot because this is a game I'm interested in. I did take interest in the last versions that I played. There's a lot of promising elements in the game. So from what I recall, the last version I played, there's a lot that impressed me about it. It's a lot of good things to say. It's a very ambitious project and really impressive for the amount of work that's been able to be done by primarily one developer. So really cool. The one thing about the last version I played that had kind of stuck out to me as a flaw or criticism is the maneuverability of the craft seems a bit slow for the action, which you could say is a matter of taste, but I did find that it made it pretty hard to kind of operate the game in the most basic sense. And it is a piloting game, so the fact that you're maneuvering, it's kind of most of the game. So obviously to get that right should be pretty paramount, but just mentioning that because it's one of the things that I intend to look at closely in this version. The developer has mentioned that they've tweaked some things since then, so we're going to see what might be different. We're going to jump right into scenarios here. I'm going to leave it on the default settings. Last time it ran okay. It's not solid frame rate. It looks like at the top right, I think it says 35 right now. I don't remember what it was last time or if it's any different. But we'll see if it plays all right. I'm actually not getting any audio right now. Let's see. See if I can get that working again. Alright, it seems like I think Alt-tabbing kind of killed the audio. Oh, well, there it is. Or maybe there just isn't any menu audio. Alright, I don't think there's any audio feedback in the menu right now for some reason. Because obviously you could probably just hear that it did have that little noise there. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so I'm going to go to this anti-air mission. I believe it's the same as last time. There's another plane over there, but I think this is the only one that you can select down here in this rectangle down here. I'm going to stick with a standard missile. It does say we have flares now. I don't know if those are functional or not yet. So we have a selection here of different weapons, and last time I tried the multi-lock air-to-air missile, which really neat, but it seemed useless against the quicker moving air targets that I was engaging, so I think this is the one that we should try out this time. Actually, I think if we... Alright, that back is kind of confusing. I'm going to do a standard and then try the semi-active air-to-air missile. And it says, extremely strong guidance system as long as it is fired from a long distance. Requires target to be kept in the guidance reticle or guidance circle to maintain lock on the enemy. Good against long distance air targets. So we're going to give that a shot and see what happens. Alright.
A large group of enemy fighter formations has been spotted in the area. Eliminate all enemy squadrons and restore their superiority. 7 enemy squadrons remaining. Engage. Looks like it's just me and you. No big deal, right?
Alright, so as you can tell, it's the view is off kilter.
Enemies locking onto you.
I'm not sure why it's sticking like this. I don't think it's supposed to do that. So I'm not really focusing on the game right now because I'm kind of paying attention to that. Actually, I got to turn down the volume a little here so I can hear myself talk. So yeah, I don't remember it sticking like this. I seem to recall the mouse would do that sort of thing, but I'm not using the mouse right now. I'm using the Xbox controller, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. That's really... See, this is the mouse, and then if you let it go, it should correct, but it's not correcting to center. Oh, that's the pilot view. Okay, I'm noticing... Oh, I think I see the problem here. I think the dead zone hasn't been set correctly on the right stick. Yeah, because it seems like it's extremely low, or 0 dead zone, so... yeah, that's something that should be fixed for sure. I don't know if there's... I'll just check real quick, see if there's a setting for this. So these are all the different buttons and axes. Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. So that's slightly annoying, but we're going to try and... Oops. Anything in here? Looks like this field of view, that's useful. Alright, so it doesn't look like there is currently... Actually, there was... Let me just check that one gameplay menu real quick. Oh, that's what I was in. I guess. Video. I mean, it's not going to be in there, right? Okay, so... yeah, we'll see if we can get... Oops, I hate how the mouse does that, though, when you get out of the menu. You have to wait for it. Alright, so, see if I can get it to kind of center. I don't know, that's actually extremely annoying. I guess that's about close to center. So I haven't noticed any missiles launched at me yet. I think that... Yeah, I think they must have toned that down a bit for like the first mission or whatever, because... in terms of the maneuverability, it, you know, it was a little while ago when I played the last version, so, it's not super fresh in my memory, but I do think that the rolling is faster, which is cool. The pitching might be slightly different, but it's not as much of a difference, which, I think is really the thing that's... I mean, that's how you turn, right? So that's going to be the thing that makes the biggest difference. In terms of what is correct and not correct for how maneuverable a thing should be, I personally believe that it's kind of hard to make it too fast. If you want to make simulation, then, you know, great, you can do that. But as far as what is fun and makes for an exciting game, I mean, if you're just doing this the whole time, it gets old pretty fast, in my opinion. I've already talked about that stuff before. You know, I would I would definitely experiment with making that faster, even as it is. However, we're gonna try actually playing a bit here, and that camera's driving me crazy. Alright, so that circle, I don't even know why that was there right now. That circle, I think that's supposed to be an aim assist. I don't know why it was on the screen when it was. Alright, so there's a missile. Whoops. I didn't have time to react to that, figure out where it was coming from. There's a mini-map in the bottom left. I believe that the basic idea behind dodging missiles is just kind of get perpendicular to them and just kind of hit the throttle. So yeah, I find the barrel rolls fun. Stall warning. Ooh, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know what makes stalling happen, so that was something that never happened in the last demo that I had tried, so I don't... yeah, it's not clear to me at this point what causes that, so it's kind of, I'm not sure how to avoid it, especially in that situation. It's not like I was doing anything unusual, I don't think. Alright, so we got weapons here, so this is the long range thing. We're going to try this. I don't remember which button it is. There it goes. We have to keep it in the reticle. Then it should. So this might actually be too easy with these. And then we gotta follow this guy. Alright, so we'll go after that. I think. Oops. Why is it locking onto that one? Okay, there we go. Hit the Y button to change targets. I got him with a machine gun. Okay, he did add back in tracer rounds for the machine gun, so that's something that I had pointed out the last demo. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it didn't have any tracers or anything, so I like seeing that. Now there is... Oh, he's above me. It seems he really toned down the rate at which they engage with missiles and such. Seems a little odd by comparison, so... And that, it looks like he used a flare, I think. I'm going to try the machine gun. I think I'm supposed to get in that circle there. Ooh. Which is proving very difficult. Stall warning. How do I... Was it going too slow? I don't know. Maybe. Catch back up, I think, to get in range here. Yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble using the machine gun here at all. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe that you're supposed to get it in, attempt to get them in the circle to lead appropriately. If not, then I'm doing it all wrong. But yeah, it's proving very difficult right now with this guy for some reason. I seem to remember having a little more luck with this in the last demo for some reason, which is unusual, I guess, but now I'm too far again. I think you have infinite... Oh no, it's not infinite gun, I guess. Or does it recharge? It says 982, so it's like... It's not like I'm gonna run out, but... yeah, I really just wanna... I wanna use the machine gun. Come on. I hit him. Should take not too much of this to kill him, but...
Within gun range.
I hit him again, okay. So he might have nerfed the machine gun a little since the last time. What kind of maneuver was that? Maybe it was just... me. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know what would make, maybe tweak how the AI maneuvers or something. Gosh, seems very unpredictable with where the little circle moves. Oops. Stall warning. All right. Spending a lot of time on this guy. So yeah, clearly it would be easier to just use the missiles at this point, but I like using the machine gun. I think there's 3 times I've hit... Whoa! Alright, that was not normal. I'm fairly confident what I just saw was... it looked almost like a bounce, like off the scenery or something. Just very suddenly changed trajectory there. Which is very unusual. I'm going to consider that a bug. Going fast is fun. Okay. I gotta get in range again. Alright, so yeah, I'm having a lot of trouble with using the machine gun. I got like 3 small hits before on this one craft, and he's still flying. Gonna have to give up here. Gosh, no, it seems too hard. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe he's just they tweaked the AI and it maneuvers a lot more sporadically or something, and it just makes it very difficult. But oh, I hit him again. It's like one bullet. I see him. Oh, I hit him again. So yeah, I'm fairly confident that he nerfed the damage on the machine gun, but alright, so I actually did it. That's cool. Alright, so let's go back to using the missiles, because you know, it would be nice to... I did forget that you can do your little I guess this is yaw. Ooh, is that a wingman? Oh, I got the camera off center again. It does feel like this goes a little faster than it used to, turning like this. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you can do that at all. Uh-oh. Whew. Oh my gosh, look at all the missiles. I guess these guys are a lot more aggressive than the first ones. Seems like a balanced choice, I guess. Makes sense for a first mission, I think. Or you're just learning. I'm gonna go after that guy. Oh, you can go after this guy, that's fine. Alright, I missed. Hit the scenery. Alright, so I'm gonna try braking hard, turning. Got missiles coming. Ew. Alright, dodging missiles. What's going on up here? More targets? Oh, there's people behind me, so I gotta go after them first. Oh, it shows who's locking onto you on the minimap, I think. I think that's what the flashing triangle is. Alright. So it seems like they lock on like before they're even on screen. It seems a little odd. Kind of seems unnecessary. I didn't fire that for... I don't know, I was talking, so I wasn't focusing on killing that guy. Alright, we're gonna go after this guy over here. We want to get behind him. That's not good. He's going that way. So this way. Uh-oh. Alright, good. How is this? Oh, I had to... It wasn't clear to me which target was selected. Oh, maybe that's what the flashing thing is. It's the selected target. That must be what it is. Alright, so yeah, they do occasionally make very sharp, weird turns. Not really turns, they just suddenly change direction. Ouch. And now this is kind of splitting my attention with the missiles and trying to lock on and look at the minimap and look at where I'm going. It's a little crazy. I'll try this guy. I don't know, just spam missiles. So you want to get behind him, I know, but... Oh, shoot. I think this guy will just go past me. I can squeeze up behind him. Where are you? I should look at the green arrow. That should hit him, I think. And this guy... Who's that? That's far away. So yeah, it takes a while to get into position, and then get the target on screen. I think I... Nope. See, I'm kind of expecting the missiles to not lock into their guidance so rapidly, but... You know, like if I want to shoot around an object or something, but that's not a criticism or anything. It's just me. Alright, shoot you. I think if I hit the brakes, this guy might fly past me enough to be able to shoot him. Oops. Alright. I think he actually survived that direct hit for some reason. Yeah, I thought I was going to stall doing this. Alright, so I think if you're stalling, you should just like hit the throttle most of the time and nose down if you have to. And then I think that should hit him. Nope. For some reason. Where are you? I keep looking back and forth between the main screen and the mini-map. I'm spending a lot of time looking at the mini-map, which I think I miss a lot of what's going on in front of me when I do that. Alright, we're going to try to switch to this thing, and is it going to lock on? Are we not close enough? It's not locked on yet, right? There it goes. I think I gotta wait for that to hit.
Watch out, the enemy has you on radar.
So it did look like they did. Oh, this guy's coming behind me. It looked like he spat out some flares, but I don't think the flares are fully implemented yet, so I don't think they worked. Alright, so looking at the minimap, trying to get someone behind me. That should be successful. Did hit, but he's still alive. This is bad angle, I think. Oh, it still worked. He was flying straight at me, I guess. That was just spamming it, I guess. Alright, hit the throttle. Turn back this way. Nice. That was cool. Alright, slow down. So I guess if you kind of sweep with the machine gun, it can occasionally be kind of useful. Like, you're not going to just hold the... That worked. You're not just going to, like, hold the reticle on him and just follow him around with it and shoot him like 10 times in a row or anything, but occasional hits seem to work. It is pretty difficult, but... Oh, that's like a bomber. Or something. I don't know what that is. It's just spewing stuff everywhere. Alright. Alright, oh, I didn't have a fully charged missile yet. Oh, I went out of the... Broke the lock there, my maneuvering. Alright, dodging missiles. Ooh, that was close. So... I don't know why some enemies have circles around them and some don't. I don't know what that's all about. On the mini-map, I mean. Should switch to standard missiles again here. Dodge the scenery here. There we go. Nice. Worked perfectly. So yeah, I mean the
Missile, go on the defensive.
let's see if that.
Signal 1, you've taken damage. Are you still airworthy?
Yeah, I wasn't paying more attention to shooting him down than dodging the missiles there.
Incoming missile, evade.
What I was saying about the machine gun, it does seem to work on occasion, and I mean you're not just gonna run around and kill everything with the machine gun, anyways. So. Lots of missiles. If there are missiles coming at you, you can't really do anything besides evade, I don't think. So it's like, I think there's a point at which, if there's too frequent missiles locking onto you, then you can't really do anything besides just evade constantly. And just spam, I guess. Just kind of what this is feeling like at the moment, almost, but yeah, it's kind of an unusual situation. Yeah, missile. I guess if you're one jet versus 10 or whatever this is, then it would be like that. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's just. I can't make much sense of it. Just gonna go after this guy, I guess. He's. I assume that I hit that guy. Where did he go? He's over here. That maneuver didn't work. Someone's gotta die. Jeez. Yeah, it is. It's hard because the mini-map is obviously in 2D and the game plays in 3D, so it's like sometimes you get a little bit misled if you're just staring at the mini-map and trying to maneuver, because you're kind of not really quite going in the right direction. Yeah, it's actually really... I mean, I'm not suggesting to change it or anything, because making a 3D mini-map would be crazy, but it is a little confusing sometimes. So these guys are all... I didn't even lock on before I launched that. Nope, alright, I got 9 hulls, so I'm gonna get killed. Yeah, it's just like everyone is in the wrong direction, and sometimes they turn around really rapidly, which isn't good, because, you know, trying to get them at an angle, and they just suddenly turn around after all that work. I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna start spamming missiles at whoever's in front of me. Nah. Alright. I'm being spiked. I don't know what that means. Okay, so yeah, some interesting changes. I think there's a couple buggy things that I noticed, like the maneuvering of the enemies, and obviously the dead zone on this camera thing is not set correctly. My turn. Oh, well, I'm turning because I'm. That's interesting. You just kind of turn automatically a little bit. Which makes sense, though. Okay, so yeah, in terms of the gameplay at this point, I think you could kind of see the points where I was kind of having trouble, and hopefully you could, make sense of all that. I do think, obviously the pitching is a lot faster, and the rolling. I'm sorry, the rolling is a lot faster, which I think that feels pretty good in general. It feels okay. I would like to be able to pitch faster still, and that would certainly make a lot of things easier. I think the enemies are kind of cheating a little with their maneuvering at this point, it appears. So it kind of makes it a little hard to judge things in that sense, because so much of the game is just about positioning and just getting the enemies in front of you. So it's like everything is pretty much built upon that idea, just that chasing down enemies like this. So anything that can make that smoother and feel better for the player and more intuitive, whatever it takes to make it fun. That specific part of the game, getting enemies in front of you and getting in the position that you need, I think that's where you really need to focus. The machine gun does actually seem to work well now. I did have a lot of trouble with it earlier, as you noticed, but especially if you already got a hit on someone and you just want to finish them off, it does feel nice to just kind of spray them. And surprised that one missed. That didn't. Just like that. I'm not entirely sure why I had so much trouble with it before. There may be different AIs at play here with the different pilots, enemy pilots. I'm not, I don't know what the inner workings are, but I'm enjoying that aspect of it, using the machine gun a little more now, so that's cool. It does feel nice to get someone in front of you and then just like hit the throttle and just kind of take them down. But yeah, when you get like in those hairy dogfight situations, it doesn't feel as much fun to me, because suddenly you're just like spinning around constantly, and it's like hard to get anyone in front of you, and then you're dodging all the missiles and you can't focus on your maneuvers, and everything gets kind of hairy and kind of a chore at that point. So something that would be interesting to figure out how to make fun, I think. As fun as it ought to be and can be. I do like it really does feel good when things kind of work out well. I'm just kind of throttling at this guy. I'm not even gun range. That was cool. I just killed him with the machine gun. So yeah, I almost just ran into him and just kind of shot him in the face with the machine gun. So yeah, it is cool. It's fun when, like I said, when things work well, or seem to work well, and they feel, it feels good to be successful and stuff like that. So, and that hit him. I don't even know why that hit him, because he was like, I didn't react to that quick enough. See, now everyone's just kind of flying straight at me, it looks like. And I have to spin and... I don't know, just shoot at whoever's in front of me. So that did hit him. Crap. I don't know what the kind of the rule is for what's going to hit an enemy and what isn't. I assume it's at least a little bit organic, but like before, I was operating under the assumption that you're most likely going to hit them if you're kind of right behind them and they're facing away from you, and less likely if they're perpendicular, but that's not always the case apparently. In any case, I think I probably said I'll let him go now. say about the demo here so far. Really cool. Definitely enjoying it when things kind of flow well for me. And the parts that I didn't, I mean, I think a lot of it just comes down to tweaking and just finding out how to put kind of the most good feeling situations in front of the player, and finding a way to do that organically. It's certainly some trick to that, but I think that's a very doable thing. I don't think it's a matter of just making it easy at all, because challenging games are fun, but I always believe that you should focus on making it fun first and then worry about the difficulty later. And hopefully if you do that, then you can kind of zero in on specifically what things are the most fun ways to make a challenge, because a challenge in and of itself can be more or less fun. So definitely getting rid of all the less fun challenges can make the game easier, and then you end up with kind of an easy game. But that's the way I like to think about it, because a lot of developers tend to really hold themselves back when they worry about making changes that will make the game easier, and they're very resistant to those things. And I think that's not a good thing if you're a developer. So yeah, hopefully this video was useful. I hope you garnered some things from this that will help you in further development, and definitely look forward to more whenever a new version is ready. It looks like that dead zone, or yeah, I think the dead zone of the thumbsticks here is fighting against the mouse now. I'm trying to use the mouse in the menu, so I set my controller down. Yeah, definitely gotta fix those dead zones. Yeah, there it goes. All right. So yeah, cool. And if you have any questions, just let me know, and I will see you guys later.